Welcome to Simple Coding. In this video, let us see radio button control in ASP.NET. Radio button control is input control, that means we can provide values into it. Radio button control is used to select only one option apart from many options. Now to create radio button, either we can write code or use drag and drop facility of Microsoft Visual Studio IDE. Radio button control is a server control, that means it has its own tag to create. Now to create radio button control by writing code, we have to write in bracket ASP:radio button and we can provide as many properties we want. And close the radio button control by writing /ASP:radio button. Following are the properties which can be used with radio button control. Now let us see the example of radio button control. Here in Microsoft Visual Studio IDE, I am creating a project. So go to File and click on New and then click on Project. It will display a dialog box. Here select ASP.NET Web Application and here I am giving name as Radio Button Demo and click on OK. We will create radio button project and now we have to add web form to our project. So go to Solution Explorer and right click on project name. It will display a dialog box. Here you have to select add and then click on new item. Now it will display again another dialog box. Here you have to select web form to add web form to our project. You can see that a web form is added to our project. Following is the design which we are going to create in this example. First of all, we need panel control to place our controls into it. So from toolbox I am taking panel control and going to source code and updating the properties. Here I am giving width as 500 pixels and height as 500 pixels to my panel control and also providing back color property to my panel control as velvet. So write down back color equals to velvet. Similarly, I am adding inline CSS to my panel control to provide margin area and also to place all the controls in center. So for that, write down style equals to in double quotation giving text align property and value as center. That means it will make all the controls in center to the panel control. And also adding margin left so that this will help to add margin area to the left side, and here I am providing 100 pixels. You can see that margin area has been added to the left side. Now I am using h1 heading tag to display user details. So write down in bracket h1 and inside this h1 we have to write user details and close this h1 tag. You can see that user details heading has been added to our panel control. Now let's add label control to display enter your name. So here I am dragging label control from toolbox and changing the text property as name. Enter your name, that means this enter your name will be printed on our label control, and close this label control. Now I am taking text box control from toolbox to enter name. You can see that enter your name label and text box has been added to our panel control. And now we have to take one more label control to display gender. So here I am taking one more label control from toolbox and changing the text property of label control as gender so that this gender will be printed on our label control. Now I am using break tag after text box to display next label control in new line. You can see that gender label has been added to new line. Here I am adding radio button control from toolbox for male option and also adding text property to this radio button control, and inside text property I am providing male to display male in my radio button control. Now I will add one more radio button control for female option and also adding the text property to this radio button control, and in text property I am providing value as female, and also adding break tag to display next elements in new line. Now we have to add button control to our web form. So I am taking button control and changing the text property as submit, so that this submit will be printed on our button control, and also providing on click property, and inside on click I am providing submit. That means I have to create submit function in .cs file, and also adding one more label control to display actual result and removing the text property. And after button I am using break tag to display label control in new line. You can see that we got design as we wanted. Now I am also providing back color and fore color to my button control. So by writing fore color equals to red, that means the text which is available on top of button control, that will be applied as red color. And also providing back color to my button control, it will add background color to my button control and value as black. Now we have to provide the processing for button control. So inside submit function we have to write, in this example user will enter their name in text box 1 and also provide their gender, and as soon as they click on button control it will display their name along with their gender into label 2. So whether male or female option has been selected, we have to check the condition. So for that here I am using if condition, and inside if condition I am providing condition as radio button 1 dot check. That means if male has been checked, then the logic of if will be performed. If the condition satisfies, then I want to print the output in label 3 control. So for that I am writing label 3 dot text, and first of all I want to print the name, right? So we are getting name from text box 1, right? So for that we have to write text box 1 dot text, and plus inside double quotation I am writing your gender has been saved as. That means your gender has been saved statement will be printed as it is, and then we have to use plus operator to concatenate, and again we have to write in double quotation male, so that your gender has been saved as male will be printed on our label 3 control along with the name which we are passing inside text box 1. Similarly for female we don't have to write the condition again, because if male is not selected then automatically it will means female has been selected. So for that we have to provide else block, and inside else block we have to print the statement. I will show the result in label 3 controls. For that I have to write label 3 dot text equals to text box 1 dot text, because we are getting the name from text box 1, right? And plus I will write a statement like your gender has been saved as. That means this statement will be printed as it is, and for concatenating name and this statement I have to use this plus symbol. And here I have to provide female in double quotation. That means your gender has been saved as female will be printed as it is on our label 3 control when radio button 2 is checked. Now let's run the project. You can see that we got the design as we wanted. Now here in first text box I will provide my name as SimpleCoding, and I am clicking on radio button female, and when I am clicking on submit button you can see that I got the result as SimpleCoding your gender has been saved as female. And when I am clicking on male radio button also, it will allowing me to select 2 radio buttons. Main purpose of radio button control is it allows only one option apart from many options, right? So to make only one radio button to select, for that we have to add one important property of radio button control, that is group name. This group name property is used to allow only one option apart from many radio buttons, and the value which we are passing inside group name must be same for all the radio button controls, right? So for that, here I am writing group name and providing value as gender in radio button 1. Similarly, for radio button 2 also I am providing group name and providing value same as that of our radio button 1, that is gender. Now let's run the project. Here in text box 1 I will provide my name as SimpleCoding and I am selecting female radio button, and now clicking on submit button I am getting the output, and when I am clicking on male radio button, let us see whether it is allowing me or not. Now you can see that it is not allowing me to select multiple radio button controls at a time. That means we can select only one option apart from many options. This is all about radio button control. In this way you can work with radio button control in ASP.NET. If you like this video, please do like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.